What's going on, people? By myself today, unless anyone else joins in. But just a quick stream to go over Marquinhos, our first summer signing from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Now, not a lot of Arsenal fans will know a lot about him. I'm not too versed in the player who he is, but I've done a little bit of research and I'll hopefully be able to inform you a little bit more about what he might be able to offer us and what we can expect going forward. So, Marquinhos is a 19-year-old Brazilian teenager from Sao Paulo, Brazil. He has come through the Brazilian youth ranks. He has been playing for Brazil under 16s and under 17s, I believe. So he's quite well known within the Brazilian setup. Seems that they rate him quite highly. And yeah, it seems like Arsenal have got a bit of a bargain. Wolves seem to have had a pre-agreement, but there was rumors of Arsenal infringing, but that seems to be all cleared up now, and Arsenal have officially announced the Brazilian teenager to the club. So I think the plans for Marquinhos is to join in pre-season. That's what they've said in the announcement. So he's going to spend a couple more weeks in Brazil, I think. And then when we come back for preseason on the 27th, I believe, so 2 weeks today, actually, he's going to join up and be assessed ahead of the America tour. So I'm hoping we have another Gabriel Martinelli on our hands. Now, when we originally signed Gabriel Martinelli, nobody really knew who he was. I certainly didn't know who he was. We had a scout. I'm trying to think of his name. It's slipping me. If somebody in the comments can let me know what the scout's name was that we had. I think it begins with a C. He scouted Bellerin, Fabregas, of the likes of those. So he was well known within the Arsenal setup, at least. But yeah, going back to the point of Marquinhos, I'm hoping we have another Gabriel Martinelli on our hands. So the situation with Sao Paulo is Marquinhos had signed, I think it was a 5 or 6 year contract with Sao Paulo when he was like 15 or 16. So a long-term contract for a youth player. However, in Brazil, there is a thing, I believe, called Pele's Law that pretty much allowed him at a certain age or a certain period to leave for free. So we purchased Marquinhos. We didn't have to. We could have signed him for free. But we sent Sao Paulo, I think it was around £3 to £3.5 million to get the deal done and also give Sao Paulo money because unlike the European clubs and especially the Premier League clubs, Messi, sorry, I just read this, already clear of Pessi. I don't know about that, but, you know, he may be talented. We'll see. There's not a lot of money going around at the moment, unless you're in the Premier League or if you're like European giant, Real Madrid, Bayern, etc., etc. So £3.5 million for especially a Brazilian club is quite a lot of revenue. And the belief behind the £3.5 million that we are giving to Sao Paulo is we give them that, and then they give us like first dibs almost on their youth products. So I'm hoping it's going to become not a feeder club in a sense, but a good contact within Brazil that we can use to get emerging Brazilian talent. Like, I mean, if you've seen it, you saw it in the Champions League final and throughout the Champions League, how Real Madrid have utilized Brazilian players, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo, that they paid like 30, 40 million plus 3-4 years ago when they were really young talents that were being scattered by other teams, but they secured. So I'm hoping we can have a similar mold. And I think it's about time that Edu has started to pull out these types of transfers, because at the end of the day, it's what smart big clubs are doing. It's low risk. It's £3 million. We've bought the player to come in and be assessed. Again, I don't know how good he's going to be. He may turn out to be as good as the youngsters that we've got in Smith Rowe, Saka, Martinelli, etc., etc. Or he may turn out to be a project player that we send out on loan and we either play in the youth setups or we send to, I don't know, for example, La Liga, things like that. So I think it's a good piece of business. we shall see how he is. As I said, he's a right winger, good with the ball, quick, good dribbler. From what I've seen of his finishing, it's okay. I think it needs a bit of work. But at the end of the day, it's the first summer signing of the transfer window for Arsenal. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty optimistic about it. We'll have to see. It's not one of those that is going to really affect the big transfer plans. I imagine of Arsenal. I don't see him coming in and being the wide forward we're looking at to replace Nicolas Pepe, because let's be real, he's not ready. And I feel like we've already got enough youngsters in the team that are performing at a high level. So I'd like to get a more experienced player in. But yeah, if you have any comments in about Marquinhos, or if you want to know any more information or what you think about him, please put it in. No problem. It's only going to be a short stream, maybe 2 or 3 more minutes, I believe. But as always, please like, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate the support. We are going to try and be more active within the channel. I know we've had a bit of a hiatus within content. We did a show earlier today, but if you haven't checked it out, check it out. But yeah, no, I'm glad we've got it done, because I was kind of worried at the start when there was the report. I think it was from James Bench. If I'm not quoting or saying the right journalist, I apologize. But as I said, there was rumors about Wolves having a pre-agreement with him, so that was kind of worrying. But as I said, it seems to have all been sorted out now. So yeah, I'm pleased, because I want Arsenal to be in a good position, and I feel like we need to be doing smarter pieces of business. You've seen how Chelsea are doing within their whole youth setup. They'll sell £100 million worth of players, and then the next season, just because of how many players they've got within the club, how many players they've got within the system, that they can go and sell more players now. So I mean, they sold Mark Guehi, Tomori, Tammy Abraham, for example, last season. Looks like they're going to be selling Armando Broja, who plays currently on loan with Southampton, and then I'm not sure what's happening with Conor Gallagher at Palace. But just to be in a position where we have these talents that are going to be in and amongst interest from European elite is going to be good, especially with our current youth setup and how many internationals we have that aren't actually playing senior football but are already part of national teams. As I said, Omar Rekic, Marcelo Flores, Mari Hutchinson, who got called up for Brazil recently. So we have a lot of promising youth, and it's going to do us well if we can resell and start to get these players shipped out, either to come into the first team or to generate profit to become a self-sustaining model, because I feel like that's the direction we're going to try and go into. More of the Liverpool-esque, how they've signed Darwin Núñez. I know this is a bit of a tangent, but they're going to sell their players to recoup the funds. And I believe we have assets now this summer to sell to recoup a lot of these funds. But going forward, we need to start getting these talents in. So, yeah, as I said, I'm hoping this is one of many that we start to see the Brazilian future at the core, as we're starting to develop a Brazilian national team. And if you're to believe the rumors of our potential targets being Gabriel Jesus, Rafinha, for example, that means we're just going to have a whole host of Brazilian in the team. So, yeah, I think it will be good. But I don't want to waffle on for too much longer. Just wanted to come in here and say welcome to the Arsenal, Marquinhos. I'm looking forward to seeing you in pre-season. Hopefully you can hit the floor running like Martinelli did. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you do well in the Arsenal shirt. A question from Nigeria. What's happened to Gumza? Where is he? Gumza has had some unforeseen things come up, so unfortunately he won't be on the show today. I'm guessing you're hoping to see him on. I'm sorry if you're disappointed. It's just to be me. However, we will be going over the Marquinhos signing, I'm sure, in more depth. I'm certainly going to be doing a bit more research on the kid, because he is young, as I said, 19. And we will be discussing him more in length in the future shows, I'm sure. I know King is a big fan of his. So we'll have to see. But yeah, just wanted to come on here and do a quick stream, nothing major, just to acknowledge the signing of Marquinhos, and I hope he does well, and I hope it's of many more targets to come, because we need it. We need to improve the squad. But yeah, nah, it's all good, dude. It's all good. Yeah. No, he's unfortunately not here. But yeah, as I said, I've been James. Hopefully this video has been okay, and I will catch you soon, and I hope you have a great evening. Peace.